Good day, guys. We are back yet with another YouTube video. As usual, we'll be breaking down US30. So, with our previous video, we were waiting for this supply. This green line here was our monthly supply. So, price actually reacted to that. Remember us, we directly bought from this supply, then we broke even, then price took us out on broke even. So I see that we had a re-entry here because this now confirmed that the price is ready to move up. Okay, so last week we did have a buy from, oh, we started having a sell. We started having a sell from this high because price, remember I told you guys that once it's done with this liquidity pool here, price will react, to this liquidity pool. And from that liquidity pool, we had a daily supply right here. Yeah, we had a weekly supply right here. You understand? This buy took liquidity to sell. You understand? So we had this supply here. So this happened around it was a news event, CPI, FOMC. So we took a sell the following day right here. You understand? So let me break down the sell for you. You understand? So after it broke, took this liquidity, this pool of liquidity here. Sorry, guys. After I took this pool of liquidity here, I was waiting for this structure to break. Do you see this structure right here? So it broke that structure right there. Then what I was waiting for, because it's reacting from a weekly zone. So I was waiting for a range to form. You understand? I was waiting for a range to form. Then I went to on my 15 minutes. Then the range form here, if you can see, we took this low and broke structure here. So meaning that we've created a weak low from the strong high. So then I use this 15 minutes order block to make my entry. You understand? I use the 15 minutes order block to make my entry. So this was the 15 minutes order block right here, right? So they push up to take this liquidity. Do you see? They push up to take this liquidity started from here. So I use that area as my point of interest. For a safe entry, like when I gave the signal in a group, the stop loss was above here, It's a safe entry, but if you've refined it, you could have refined it to this body of this order block. Okay, then from there, your first target was this. Our first target was this with my group. Our first target was this. Obviously, that was our first target. Then our overall target was below the week low. You understand? Below the week low, of course. Sorry. What is that price? We were targeting this low, you understand, but unfortunately price reacted from this supply, you understand, daily supply, because we also, after it tapped into our supply, we were waiting for further confirmation that it wants to go up or it wants to just continue going down. So after it tapped to our supply here, we wanted to hedge against that buy, you understand, we wanted to hedge against that buy, of which I was looking for buy opportunities here. So I waited for price to give me, after this break of structure right here, I waited for a price to give me a range, of which it did give me a range. It took liquidity from the Asian high, and as soon as it took liquidity from the Asian high, I was ready to buy. You understand? I was ready to buy because why? Because what? Because now the Asian low was acting as liquidity. You understand? Asian low was acting as liquidity. So where is my point of interest? So for all the for where did they sell? Because one thing about ranges, guys, one thing about ranges, if you want to know more about ranges, let me just quickly explain. The price, let's say, is in a bearish trend, in a bullish trend like this. So price comes back inside our range to mitigate out of negative positions. That's number one. Number two is coming back to clear out internal range liquidity, all the liquidity that is within this range. So in this example here, where was the liquidity? Liquidity was the Asian range. Where are they in the negative positions? You understand? So when you look at price now, is that to clear out all this liquidity, where did the sell originate? Where did the sell originate? The sell originated from this. You see, this is where the sell to clear out all this started. You understand? And from here, remember when I told you about the sufficient price? Price was sufficient, it became sufficient, sufficient, until here. You understand? And this is where the sell started. So for me, everything was aligning here to this POI here. So we bought from this POI, this order block. Do you see this order block here? The stop loss was below this low. You understand? Targeting what? Targeting higher prices. I was targeting this high itself. I was targeting high itself. I can say that this was prematurely exited, because since it's coming back from daily POI, from monthly POI, I should have targeted the monthly POI again. I should have targeted the monthly POI, right? Where's the price now? Yeah. Oh, I should have targeted this monthly high. You understand? This monthly high, because that monthly high is supported by what? By 6 months demand. You understand? Because this is a demand of 6 months. So actually, I should have targeted this 6 months high. You understand? So it's possible that price of US30 can go up to 6 months. So obviously, it won't just shoot up. It will go in structure, so we can take advantage on the next videos, guys. So on the next videos, we'll keep on updating on how the price is playing out, So we're looking at weekly structure. We're gonna see it properly on daily. Looking at weekly structure. So weekly structure is still bearish from this high to this low. However, if we look at internal structure, we can see that weekly has started having like bullish momentum. So, and we are coming from what? We are coming from daily demand. So weekly structure, we can see that this high can be in trouble. This high here can be in trouble. It's possible that we cannot get it will pierce it through. It's possible that it will pierce it through. And obviously, once it pierces through, we will wait for for price to retrace from this high, then we can buy it again. So we still have an opportunity to buy here, because this is a major high. You understand? This is a major high, and we are inside a daily order block. So since we are inside a daily order block, we can expect price to react from that. We can expect price to react from that. So for a re-entry, for continuation, is that price can come to this demand. You see this daily demand. There's another daily demand here, and there's another daily demand here. Let me just remove this, because we are done with this. Remove this again. So we're done with this. Let me just, this is our daily demand. So yeah. So the good thing about this daily demand, okay, let me remove these extra lines here, because I was just doing an example before they even confuse me. You understand? Before they even confuse me. So we have this demand. We have liquidity here fed into this demand here. We have liquidity here fed into this demand here. You understand? So once price come here, we will look for our ranges from this low, buying it going up. You understand? Then even here, once it taps here, we look for a ranges from this low, buying it going up. You understand? So far, this is what I'm looking for. But is it possible for us to actually sell the price to that zone? Is it possible? Yes, it's possible because we are inside a higher time frame POI, right? We are inside the day. This is a daily time frame, and here we are inside a higher time frame supply. You understand? Not only is it a daily order block, but it's also a daily a weekly supply. You understand? It's not only a daily supply, it's also a weekly supply. So what can we expect now? What can I expect now? You know, since this liquidity is here, this is a targeted high, right? So it will be hard for us to actually sell from here. But we will, if it gives us something, a reason to sell, we will sell this thing. Okay? We will sell this thing if it gives us enough reasons to sell. Back inside what? Back inside our demand zones. You understand? Maybe we'll target this low or this low, or we can target this low. So we can take partials here and target this low because this is the last low of this range. You understand? This is the last low of this range. So we can target that one. We call it the structural liquidity. This is just inducement liquidity. So if you want to know more about structural liquidity and stuff, so I do have a course that I'm offering. Like this is just there's a 2-hour course that I offer for only $10. So that one has no mentorship. So it's just $10. You can just enjoy it. It's just $10. You understand? So it will tell you about structure. It will teach you about structure, how structure is formed, strong highs, weak highs, inducement liquidity, you know, structure, not inducement liquidity. It will tell you about structural liquidity and how you can utilize, how you can enter, you know, using structural liquidity. It's only for $10. I'll leave the link on the description. And if you want mentorship though, we do have a community that you can pay $55 per month. So in that community, what we do there, let me just make sure that I'm right thing. So what we do there, we have on Sunday, every beginning of the month, every first Sunday of the month, we have a psychology class because trading is not only about skill. You understand? It's not only about technical analysis. It's also about psychology. You understand? In fact, not only trading, you know, like in each and every business, it's all about the mindset. You understand? It's not only about technical analysis. So if you want to be successful, you can be a good welder or you can be a good doctor, but because you don't have the right mindset, it will be very hard for you to be successful in that field. You understand? To consider yourself successful in that field. You understand? So we do have a psychology class once a month, every beginning of a Sunday. The previous month one was this Sunday, yesterday. So and every other Sunday we have a weekly focus where we focus like on 10 pairs and we try to analyze them weekly. We do weekly journal. Understand? Okay, then Monday we have a morning session, and we only have a morning session on Monday. Then Tuesdays we have a morning session and a live session where I'll be trading live with the people in the group for 4 hours. Minimum is 4 hours. Then Tuesday Tuesday is the one with the morning session and a live session. Wednesday we only have the morning session, but we will be live on TikTok. You understand? We'll be live on TikTok, but those one is just for everyone to see. Then on Thursday, there's a live session again and a morning session. So morning session are every day from Monday to Friday. Live sessions are only Tuesday and Thursday. You understand? So every time I do a morning session, I continuously explain to people the ranges, how I identify my support, my support or resistance, which in this case is supply and demand. So you can take advantage of that for only $55 per month. But if you feel like me, I already know like supply and demand, you just need maybe how you can enter from a supply or demand. You can join for 1 month, and you can, because the subscription is only available, you have to resubscribe every month to be in a group. You have to resubscribe every month. So you can just join for 1 month and take what you need and go chase your dream, go chase your forex career. But that's only $55 per month. But if you just want that simple structural liquidity cost, of which is like less than 2 hours long, yeah, you can take advantage of the $10 one. Like, it's $10, and it will definitely help you if you don't know anything about liquidity or structure and how structures are formed and stuff. You understand? So yes, so this is inducement liquidity, this is structural liquidity. Okay, thank you. So now, can we sell from this? Ne? The only reason that I'm looking to sell here now is because we are inside a weekly supply and a daily supply, and this is 1 hour. Remember, this is 1 hour. You understand? So this is higher time frame pure ice. You understand? So obviously we might get a reaction, even though it's not a long reaction. Maybe we can get maybe a small reaction like this, and it continues up because this is a liquidity pool, right? This is a liquidity pool. You understand? And since it's a liquidity pool, there's an order block here. Imagine how many people are selling from this now. You understand? Imagine how many people are selling from this. So if this is a liquidity pool, it can just do a small retracement and come back. But you know, since trading is about probability and risk, so we can take a risk here because why? We are in a 1 hour time frame, and we are inside the what? A weekly supply and a demand. So we are not afraid to take risk, you know, because this is calculated risk. You understand? We have a reason why we are selling here. And looking at 1 hour structure, a daily structure, we have created a strong high, and this is a what? It's possible for us to create a high because it cannot just go up like that. So price it goes in structures, right? So if price has created a higher low, it's highly possible for price, we can expect price to create a higher high here. You understand? So a high has not been created. So since we are in a weekly supply and a daily order block, we can expect price to create a higher high, maybe here, maybe come here, maybe to this demand, or continue up. You understand? But since this is a liquidity pool, so it makes it a bit shaky, but we are willing to be taking risk from that high. You understand? Why is that high, Luanjana? So you see, this is an order block. Even on 4 hour, this is an order block. Do you see, guys? Even on 4 hour, we have an order block here. So it can be high probability for us. We can expect, you understand, a reversal from this high here. We can expect a reversal from this high here. So let me just remove this. Sorry, guys. Let me just remove this because now my attention is seeing those things, yellow things. I was like, hey, what is this now? I forgot that I'm the one who put them there. So I need to always remove them because they will distract my focus, you know. Like, I think I have like OCD, like, because if there's something that you know, everything here, I understand what's going on, but this yellow stuff I don't understand. So but I'm the one who put them there. So what can we do here? So I'll jump to a smaller time frame and see what happened, you understand, since the morning started. So we can see that we have taken some liquidity here from where? From the previous day's high, right? We have taken liquidity here, and we have run up throughout a liquidity from the agent's high. You understand? Why I say this is liquidity from the agent's high? There are people who trade like this: buy stops here and sell stops here. You understand? So once price comes and say buy stop, they are buying. You understand? It triggers their buys. So since it triggers their buys and taken the yesterday's high, I expect price to pull back. You understand? I expect price to pull back. And since we are in a higher high of 4-hour structure, we can expect price to print out a higher high here and start pull back. You understand? So those are the confluences that I'm looking at. You understand? For me to consider this a sell. And we are inside the weekly supply. Also, let's not forget that we are inside the weekly and a daily supply. You understand? So this might be an inducement for buys. Sorry for that. This might be an inducement for buys. So what I will wait for is that I'll wait for price to break this structure here and give me a range. Then I'll sell from that range. Okay, sorry again, guys. Hey, who are these people? 087. This suspense. Yeah. Okay, let me just put it on silent. Okay, sorry for that, guys. So yeah, we can expect sales from these areas. You understand? So I'll be watching price like a hawk from these areas here. You understand? I'll be watching price like a hawk from these areas, but I won't enter until I see a range. You understand? Until I see a range. It's very important. The range is very important to my interest. You know, I don't just enter because I'm in a supply, then this break of structure happens here, then this break of structure happens here, then I'm already, then I buy from here. You understand? Maybe from this breaker here, then I buy from here. No, no, no. We're not gonna do that, you know, because for all we know, we could be on an uptrend from here. Do you see? To here, you understand? So this could be internal range liquidity because since it's an Asian high, and I told you that it has sell stops, it has sell stops here. So it can take sell stop, it can take buy stops, activate the buy stops and pull back to their stop loss, hit the stop loss. Now they activate the sell stops that pull back up because of what? We have a liquidity pull here. The liquidity pool is important. So if you know liquidity, it becomes easier for you to make decisions. You won't just make decision based on one thing. You understand? You look at all the factors that can affect price. You understand? You need to look at all the factors that can affect price. So we can expect price to go up from here. It can just run like here to here because we also have this low and this high here that is going to be created, and this could be internal range liquidity, and since it's equal lows, it's high probability that it can come. So if you want to take advantage, maybe it's going to do that. Maybe you can wait for price maybe to come to this. Do you see this sell to buy here? You see this sell to buy that has an inducement here. So you can wait for price to come here and wait for a confirmation to buy. You understand? It has to come and create a range maybe on 1 minute. Then you can buy from 1 minute, targeting that high or targeting the overall liquidity pool. You understand? Or targeting the overall liquidity pool. So, guys, that's about it. You know, like if you want to know more about how we trade or you want to join our community, it's fine. It's only $55 per month, or you can just join for 1 month and take what you need and just be on your way. You understand? But I told you what you can expect. You understand? So we have a course, like a video that you can watch anytime, and you know, I'll be uploading some more videos as time goes on. But we have 9, if not 8, yeah, 9 videos that can help you, build you from knowing nothing about supply and demand to actually executing a trade. You understand? Like it's a in order. You need to know what supply and demand is. Then you know how you can use supply and demand. Then inducement, liquidity structure, internal structure, external structure. Because if you don't know anything about structure, you know, or you just want to understand basic structure, we do have a $10 course. $10 course that you can utilize to help you. Maybe it can help you, you know, you never know. So yeah, this is pure liquidity. This is an inducement. This is what we actually like. This is structural liquidity. This one, this is structure. This here, it's no, let me just stop. So yeah, you can use that in your advantage. You understand? So what I'll do, I'll leave the link for for full-time mentorship, like $55 per month, or I will leave and I will leave also the $10 link. You understand? So if you want to understand the basic structure, you understand, and how structure is created, you know, like the main liquidity in the range, because every range has the main liquidity. Every range has the main liquidity. Like even here on this range, from this low to this high, this is the main liquidity, because it's, you see how many liquidity that are here. So people who want to continue to buy this from this order block, they put the stop loss below here, and we have equal loads here. So people who are doing support and resistance, like strong support, they are looking at this area as strong support. So this is the main liquidity inside the range. So every range has a main liquidity, you understand? So if you want to know more about main liquidity inside the range, you can just take the $10 course. You understand? It's only $10. You know, like it's a lot of money because you work for that money, but it will be worth it. You understand? It will be worth it. So, and for those who keep on asking which broker I use, I'll also leave the link on the description. You understand? So everything will be on the description. So without any wasting more of your time, and if you've reached out to this end of the video, thank you for your support. You can like this video, share it with your friends. If you think that it will be beneficial to them, you can share it with your friends. And we'll meet next week, Monday, with another update. So let's just pay attention to price, guys. Thank you. Okay. And this video.